Welcome, everybody, to the National Capital Bowl, sponsored by the University of Guelph. Today, the champs from the Eastern Ontario Secondary School Athletic Association, the Frontenac Falcons, led by head coach Doug Johnston. Their opponents are going to be the St. Joseph's Jaguars from the National Capital Secondary School Athletic Association. They're the champs from Ottawa, led by Blaine Scratchard. My name is Dan Dominguez, and I, along with the entire We Digital crew, we're going to be bringing you Day 3 of the 2023 Austin Bowl Series here on the beautiful campus of St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario. Our referees are getting things ready to go as we take a look at a couple of the benches. It's a cold, windy day here at the college. The wind is blowing a little bit harder than it has the first couple days. We had a lot of snow on the Monday. There's our crew. It looks like Bruce Carter is our head referee today. It is. So he'll be the man in charge with the white hat as we get our final huddles and as the teams are going to make their way to the field. A couple of strong teams here today. St. Joe's powerhouse. They've averaged 38 points a game, giving up only about 12 points per. And there's the Frontenac Falcons as well, as they see the ball getting ready to be put into play. Again, both teams strong offenses. We'll see how this one goes, the National Capital Bowl. So Frontenac Falcons, they're out of Kingston, Ontario. And St. Joe's, obviously, they're the champs of the city of Ottawa, so they're from Ottawa, Ontario. The Jaguars have the gold pants, gold helmet, with the white jerseys. They're going to be kicking off left to right. And kind of the all, red burgundy. The Falcons are going to receive the opening kickoff here in Windsor, Ontario. Again, I'm Dan Dominguez, high atop the Leuna 625 broadcast booth. We're going to have all the action, 2 more games today, and we're underway. Low liner skips off the 20-yard line, takes it middle of the field, looking right, and finally ripped down at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Falcons are going to set up shop. That was Sam Stymus with the return. So they take the field. They're led at quarterback. Jet Zakruski is their QB. 5'11", grade 12 quarterback. He's going to set up in the gun. He's got 4 receivers down to the near side. Looks on the one-on-one coverage on the far side. He's got a receiver, but defended really nicely on the far side. Pull him up. So they make the reception. It looks like they're going to want to move the ball quickly. So Stymus again on the catch. You can see the quick out with the one-on-one coverage. It's tackled quickly on the end. That was Giovanni Tonga. Giovanni's brother's also another DB, Patrice, grade 11 student. From the gun again, looking down the seam. He's got a man. It's caught at the 50. Big first down as he gets flipped end over end. A big reception right up the seam. And they're in the plus side of the field now. So that brings it to the 44-yard line. And he looks at that beautiful catch and throw right on the money. As Jack Grimes has to go back to make the tackle. So moving quickly. This time the first handoff doesn't go for far, maybe a yard or 2. And that's Owen Rouleau on the run. So just a yard on the carry. Maybe a yard and a half. Looking for room to run. You can see there wasn't much going as he gets pushed down by a few defenders. This time they stay in the huddle, taking a little bit more time in the huddle on this one. The Falcons have been moving quickly so far in this first quarter, on this first drive of the ball game. 4 receivers near side. Looking at that seam again. He's got him open. He's going to catch it at 15. Tries to punch the ball loose, but it's caught for a huge gain in first down. So that play, they have something up the middle. That's worked a couple of times now. That looks like Jack Plater, the big wide receiver. 6'3", grade 12. Finding room up the seam. And right in the middle of the field, you can see the defender trying to punch that ball loose. But Plater able to secure it for the big gain. And now they're set up in the red zone. So first and goal. This time the quarterback tucks it away. Gets wrapped up, still spinning. Now takes him down to the turf. Zakurski gets tackled after a minimal gain. Actually fell forward on the tackle, so he was able to get 3 or 4. So a little bit of progress now here on second and goal.
On first and goal, the QB keeper to Jeff Zakurski goes forward for a gain of 5. It'll be second and goal from the 5.
So Zakurski again. This time they spread out the receivers. They got 3 down to the near side, 2 to the far. There's a back, lots of motion. Quarterback looks right. Now he pulls the ball down. He's in trouble. Spins away. Gets tackled for a big loss. Held the ball a little too long. Zakurski got into trouble. You can see, I think he wanted Plater on the far side. I don't know if we'll see that again. It looked like it might have been Plater on the far side doing that out. Yeah, it was. But you can see he was defended well. The defender switched off, kind of stayed in that zone as Giovanni Tonga, the defensive back, had Plater bottled up in the corner of the end zone. So Zakurski had to keep the ball, and by then the defensive rush was all over him for the big loss. They're back at the 15-yard line here on third down and a field goal attempt. So about a 22-yarder, and it's up and good. So the first drive, the Falcons move the ball down the field, and the field goal is up and good, a 3-0 lead. So St. Joe's will get the ball. That looked like Cameron Owen on the field goal.
22 yards out. Number 31, Owen Cameron.
So Cameron Owen with the field goal. He's a 5'11" field goal kicker. Also plays some defensive back, grade 12 student. And he'll also be on the kickoff duties. They do have also another kicker roster, Ani Pakalin, but Owen's the man they're using at the time being. So the Jaguars are going to get the ball for their first possession. They have 2 receivers back deep. Owen getting ready to line this one up. Bruce Carter blows us back into play. High kick right down the middle of the field. Caught just past the 20. Tries to look far side. Nice kick coverage. As the returner gets bottled up, that's Felix Peltier.
Cameron Owens kicked off his return by number 8 of St. Joseph. That's Felix Peltier.
And there's your weather today. It's cold. Little bit chance of flurries. -4. Feels like -11. Feels colder up here in the Leuna 625 broadcast area. Gusts of up to 41 kilometers an hour from the southwest. Like that 30% chance of precipitation. Doesn't look too bad. It's definitely a cloud cover. But it's going to be cold. We see a lot of long sleeves on the field. These 2 teams coming from Kingston and Ottawa, so they should be used to some of this cold football weather. A high floater, one-on-one coverage receiver. That should be a flag. Waiting. The referees discuss. Incomplete, no flag. So the defensive back didn't really turn around on that one to try and go for that. I thought they might throw a flag on that one, but let's take a look at it again on the replay. That was Dante Brown on the coverage. And you can see that float up there. last second, that was a good job, Dante Brown. You saw at the last second peek up for the ball, and I think that's the difference between the no call versus the pass interference. So from the gun again, he's got a man near side at the first down, just out of the reach of the big receiver, a little bit behind him. Again, the ball might have floated on him, but Patricio Kutara was the intended receiver. And we'll see, this ball didn't have a lot of zip on it, kind of a floater. And that wind might have had a factor because it's blowing from that direction. So that's QB Ashton St. Germain. He's a grade 11 student we haven't mentioned yet today. As they're in punt formation, 3rd and 10 to go. Ball is on the 30. So it should get pretty good field position as we're just ticking down to about halfway through a lot of coverage. Wow, they almost got in for the block, but he got a nice punt off. It's off the hands, it's loose. He finally falls on it. Great coverage by the Jaguars. That's led by Lucas Artichuk, the linebacker on special teams. And you can see quite a bit of red jerseys coming up the middle. Just goes off the hands of the returner. And nice coverage on the punt. So they push him back all the way to the 37 on the mishandled punt. We're halfway through. Dan Dominguez here with you. We Digital Productions, along with our presenting partners, Leona 625, bringing you all the 2023. It's the final day of the 2023 OFSA Bowl Series. We have this game plus one more today. Justin Prince will be bringing you home on the final call of the day. Pump fake, got him wide open down the middle. He's open. That's Plater again. Plater gets dragged down at the 25. Plater, a ton of receiving yards already today. 3 big receptions. The Jaguars are going to have to figure something out with him coming kind of down the seam. You'll see him coming out. Looks like he's holding his back a little bit as he got dragged down on that one. You can see him pump to the near side to try and draw some of the defenders that way. But again, that little seam pass as 30 comes in for the tackle. That was Yastrobov with the tackle. Grade 12 DB. This time they do hand off, just left side. Does fall forward for a gain of 4, maybe 5. We'll see over the spot. So that was Rulo again on the run. He's a grade 11 student, 5'10" back. So Zakruski gets the call over from the bench. Sun's starting to poke through the clouds a little bit. Just to our left, right where in the area the team is heading. Scrambles right side. Couple defenders there. That's going to fall in incomplete. Kind of over one receiver, under another. He wanted to get rid of that to play it safe. And that's going to bring out 3rd down, so that should bring the field goal unit on, and it does. Cameron Owen should be lining up another field goal. The wind is blowing. It's kind of blowing. It'll be right to left on his kick. And I'm looking at the goalpost on the far side. And they're actually moving a little bit, those posts this time. You can see the gust up on the flags on top of the post. This will be from 26. On the near hash. Gets blocked! That ball's loose! And they broke through the line. A huge special teams block by the Jaguars. So the Jaguars hold them to just 3 points now. Almost a 6-point lead, but Owen couldn't get that ball up and over. And that looked like number 12 in on the block. That's linebacker Jack Grimes, grade 12. Grimes, you see that over there on the bench celebrating with his team with the big special teams play. So they're going to set up here on the 31. St. Germain has a back with him in the gun. Fakes the handoff but keeps. Throws a little bit on the run. He's got a receiver there right at the sticks. And finally taken down Should be enough for a first down. That's Peltier. And that was Nicholas Jackson, the linebacker, 98, in on the tackle. He came in at the end. That was 28, Caleb Ruyakers, that had the initial hit. This time a handoff right up the middle. He's got some room. He's going to push forward for about 7 yards. A nice gain on first down for the Jags. Griffin K, the back, grade 11, running back slash fullback, as the wind is definitely picking up here at Acumen. So 2nd and 3. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Frontenac Falcons lead by that field goal. Little run right side, hammered down to the turf, short of the marker. That looked like Nitschke on the tackle. Oh, 98, sorry. Nitschke's 99. 98, that's Nicholas Jackson again. So a big hit, and we'll see what they do. They're the punt team on 3rd and 1 near midfield, so we'll have to look for a little bit of trickery here. 3rd and 1, and with that 1 yard gap in Canadian football, we see most teams go for it. But we'll see. They got 4 up men on the punt. We'll see if they elect to go to one of the up men. They do. Back to the punter, and they kick it away. Kind of kicks it away from the coverage. One hopper and received. So an interesting call. The punt only gained them, I'm going to say, about 15 yards. If they would have tried to go for it, they might have been able to get that first down. And you can see he was kind of aiming right, but I don't think the kicker got all of that one. Minute 30 to go here in the first quarter. So Frontenac has it again. The Falcons line up from the gun. 4 receivers near side again. Lots of motion. Quarterback keeps right away. Cuts back midfield. And gets ripped down right around the Saints logo. And Zakruski keeps it. And he does get 9 yards, so a big gain. And you can see him, he tucked that ball right away. He knew he wanted to bring that ball down with him. All that motion you see coming that side, he pulls it down, runs away from 40 on the defense. That's Javai Gallimore. Up the middle, 12 has it, and a big first down. So Zakruski keeps it again. And now is almost to the 45. They're going to set up 48-yard line as knee goes down. As we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Again, working quickly. Four receivers near side. Zakruski's got it back with him. Drops back. He's got time in the pocket. Lots of time. Kind of underthrows. Did he catch it? No, it just trickles away from the intended receiver. So that was intended for Blake Buchanan. There's two 32s on the roster, but I'm pretty sure that was Blake Buchanan on that one. He's listed as a wide receiver. And that's it for quarter number one. 3-0 lead for the Frontenac Falcons over the St. Joe's Jaguars. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career.
And we're back here already. They want Bruce Carter winds the clock. 2nd and 10. Pass down the middle. That's trouble. That gets deflected away. Incomplete pass. So that's a good stop for St. Joe's. 33 was the intended receiver. That's Stymus. As Zakruski throws it again down the seam. They had a lot of success with that, with Plater going down the middle, the big 6'3 receiver, but that one falls to the turf, and that brings the punt team on. The returners set up right around the 15-yard line, as they're still backpedaling a little bit to about the 12. There's a flag. Looks like we might have procedure or an offside on the offense. Bruce Carter for the first time today.
An offside offense, backing it up 5. 3rd down, repeat it.
So that's going to back up the offense on the punt. Bruce Carter is joined by Richard Higgins, Ben Gonert, Adam Webster, Brian McLaughlin, and Mark Stevens today in this Capital Bowl, National Capital Bowl. Kind of a floater back to the punter. He does get a decent punt. Let's see what kind of bounce. High hopper off the turf. And good coverage by Kingston. So it'll be 1st down now for the Jags. They're from Ottawa. They're led by head coach Blaine Scatchert. I haven't seen the mascot. I was really hoping Mick Jagger would show up, the mascot for the Jags. But they're without their mascot here as they're playing in this National Capital Bowl. St. Germain from the gun, quick hitter out to the right side. He's got one blocker with him. It's going to be a good gain. Gets tackled just before he hits the 40-yard line. And that's Kutara, Patricio Kutara on the reception.
He gains 1st down yardage. It is a gain of 12 on the hitch pass. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
So that's a 1st down on the far side. St. Germain with the completion. St. Germain has one back with them, 3 receivers near side. Drops back a couple steps. A high floater up. That's short. Receiver comes back for it. Makes a beautiful catch at the 45. Defender didn't turn around to see it. So that's David Auger with the reception. So Auger comes back with the catch. You can see this ball just kind of gets tossed up in the air. But you see the receiver turn around and find it. The defensive back was too late in turning around. Dante Brown couldn't turn around in time to defend the reception. And they're inside the 45, set up at the 44. Little run near side. They got a lot of room. Cuts back past one blocker. Hit hard right at the marker. So it should be close to a 1st down. And that's Josh Dada.
On the carry.
We see on the replay, that handoff, he had a lot of room on the near side. Nice block there by one of the offensive line. I didn't catch a number there. So the offensive line giving Dada some room. This time comes up from under center, goes up the middle, try to get that 1st down on the 2nd and short. And the big fellas help push him again.
On 2nd and short, St. Germain on the QB sneak. Gains the necessary yardage.
Colin Savoy, one of the big offensive linemen I see on the line.
Jaguars from the 34.
As they're still in the huddle. Anthony Kala, one of their star offensive linemen, he's 52. A couple of the big boys. We'll try and give the big offensive line there, Love, when we can. Little pump. This time he goes sideline. He's got a man open near the end, inside the 10, just out of the reach. He kind of bobbled it. Probably a ball he should have caught. And the ball just falls incomplete. And you can see him just go through the hands. That's Kutara again, so it's 2nd and 10. So that was a big opportunity for the Jags to get back into this one. But they're going to need a good play here from the 29, just inside the 29-yard line. Or sorry, 34, my mistake. He's got trouble. He's got to toss this one. He had an open receiver on the far side. But with the pressure, he couldn't get a good throw off to number 8 on the far side. He had Peltier over there. So we'll see what the Jags decide to do. It might be a little far for a field goal, but we'll see what they elect to do. It would be about a 40-yard field goal. Looks like they're going to have the punt team in. So 3rd and long. Good snap back to the punter. That one's blocked! Trickling in, scooped up. If he can stay on his feet, he's got a chance. He's got a little bit of blocker's help. He's at the 40, 30, and ripped down inside the 25-yard line. A huge block by the Frontenac Falcons. So the Falcons break through on special teams with the punt block. And he is able to scoop it up and take it down almost to the red zone. So that's Ryan Krelk, the defensive back, the 6-footer. Not only blocked it, but was able to scoop it up and head downfield. And they've set the Falcons up in great field position. So some special teams play. Block punt and a block field goal today. Little run, quarterback keeper tries to dance back to the middle. Gets a couple more, and that's enough for a big first down. So Zakruski again, pulling that ball down quite a bit today already. As the sun, you can see trying to break through the clouds on the field. Great job by the offensive line from the Falcons. And there's some of the offensive linemen. I see Woog Dunleavy on the line. Quarterback keepers again. This time he's going to get dragged down to the turf. He had nowhere to go. Big number 90 with the tackle. That's Ryan Cornell, grade 11 defensive lineman. Dobson also there to help out if he was needed. So that brings it back to 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal. So they're set up at the 12. He's has the gun. 3 receivers to the right. He runs over to the right. Throws it to the corner. And that's just knocked away by the number 77. Might have got an arm on that one to prevent a touchdown. That's Ethan Hopkins, the tall defensive back, number 77. Let's see if he gets an arm on this to just knock it away. Yeah, I think he got a hand in there to knock it away from the receiver. So a touchdown saving play by the Jags defensive back as Hopkins saves the touchdown. This will bring up 3rd and goal from the 12. And they're going to keep the offense on the field here. So teams having some special teams, they're going to try and keep the offense going. Drops back the pass. He's got a lot of time in the pocket. Now kind of rolls around to the left side. He's got the corner of the end zone. He's looking, cuts back one time to the end zone, just short of the goal line. So they're going to turn the ball over on down. Zakruski did a little QB waggle out to the far side. You can see him. He wanted to go right here. Took one step and said nope. He saw a big 63 waiting for him. rolls it around to the corner, but a couple of Jag defenders drag him down, and the last man was number 90. That's Ryan Cornell again. So back-to-back touchdown-saving plays by the Jags defenders to keep this one at 3-0. So the Jags will see if they can get their offense going. This is a team that averaged 38 points a game this year. And they haven't been able to get much going here so far as they're backed up in their own end zone. Quick handoff to try and get out of pressure. He falls forward. Good gain up to about the 8 or 9 yard line. So that'll give them a little bit of breathing room. The offensive huddle getting back. And you see some of the big boys there for the Jags. Jet Hudson, number 58, helping lead the way. 68 as well, Hunter Chapley. So St. Germain from the gun again. Sun kind of in his eyes now. A little dump over the middle. He's got the big blockers, 3 of them, in fact. So a wide receiver kind of screen over the middle of the line. So a well-designed play call on 2nd and short. So Kutera with a nice reception. You can see once we see it again on the replay, he's going to dump it over, and you can see all those big bodies. Watch all the big bodies here. Once he dumps it out, look at those big fellas looking for people to hit. And those big offensive linemen like getting upfield to hit those smaller guys. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first half. It's a fast-moving, low-scoring game here. Cold, windy conditions here at St. Clair College, Acumen Stadium. Little waggle out, flips it up over. That's not a great throw. He had 95 on the near side, but it falls incomplete. That's Jason Asair was the intended receiver. You're watching the Awesome Football on WeDigital.ca. Our broadcast partners, presenting partners, Leona 625. Dan Dominguez with you up here in the Leona 625 broadcast area. Dancing around to try and stay warm. 3:40 to go on this big 2nd and 10. St. Germain drops back, got time over the middle. It's caught. He falls forward to the 40-yard line. That's enough for a big first down. That's Peltier again. The grade 11 receiver with a big first down. They mark it on the 39, but they do get a fresh set of downs. See, a nice job by Peltier. Keep those legs churning to try and move forward. So from the gun again. Handoff, not a great snap. They come near side, but he's got room. Beautiful tackle. That was 42. That looked like Jace Boschert on the tackle. So Griffin K was the running back on that one that got brought down. Good gain. Looks like he's only got about 3.5 to go for the first down. And there's your 3-minute whistle from our head man, Bruce Carter. The third team on the field, he's leading, the men in stripes. So 2nd and 4, they'll call it. Fakes the handoff, kind of rolls to his right. He's got a big tight end there. He bounces off one man, 2, 3, and finally gets wrestled down, the big fella. Fights through some tacklers. That's Jason Assar again. He looks like he's a little bit worse for wear. He's trying to holding something there, but watch the big fella. That first tackle didn't do it. It needed 2, 3, 4 guys to bring the big guy down. He does get enough for the first down. Drops back, fakes left, fakes right. Now he goes deep down the right side. Little underthrown push, reaching for his flag. There it is. So the underthrow might have benefited the receiver there a little bit. The receiver stopped, and the defensive back kind of ran into him, creating the contact, which drew the flag. And we'll look for Bruce Carter. There he is, getting the official word. That's Kutera again, the intended receiver, and Bruce Carter with the call.
Okay, pass interference, defense. We're moving it up 15 yards. First down.
So it is indeed the call, pass interference. That'll move the chains. We're just over 2 minutes to go here. And you can kind of see that again, as I believe that was Dante Brown. It was 5'9" defensive back. When that ball kind of hung up in the air, the receiver stopped, but Brown couldn't find the ball and ended up running into the receiver to draw the flag. Quick hitter this near side, kind of a wide receiver screen, but only one blocker with him. So a gain of maybe 4, maybe call it 5. So that's Carter Surowitz with the reception, another grade 11 student. So you see he had the wide receiver screen. He had one man to help. But 31 was in on the tackle. That's Cameron Owen, who's also the field goal kicker, who's made one and had one blocked. Still at 3-0. St. Germain looks left, overthrows the receiver, and that's going to bring up third down. So St. Germain tried to do a kind of a quick out to Auger, and just out of reach. Again, these cold conditions, so I'm sure the quarterback having issues getting that quick handle on the ball, trying to find those laces to get a good throw, and then the wind also being a factor. It's definitely swirling, blowing. It's coming mostly from the west, and it is gusting at times. So they're going to go for it here on 3rd and 5. St. Germain. This time throws it far side. Diving catch. Did he hang on? It looked like he did. They're going to say he caught it. What a beautiful catch on the far side. So we'll slow that replay right down if we can to see that ball bounce around Peltier. And you can see the ball come loose here for a second. It bounces and it does stay off the turf. It's a beautiful look at it there on the replay. And he hangs on. So that might be a huge play here in the first half. We'll hang on to that one. So a nice run on first down. So a little momentum now from the Jaguars as they look to get on the board. Now we're only at 1:12 to go in the first half. It's 2nd and about 4. St. Germain, hands off. A little trouble on the exchange, but he got it. And he fights forward. That should be enough for a first, and it is. So moving quickly. Griffin K with the running. Let's look at that's that great catch again we're looking at again. It bounces off, but you can see he had his forearm underneath it. You can see great on the replay. That forearm stayed underneath it. He secures it as we're now going to have a timeout. Timeout by the offense. So the first timeout. Again, we got another game coming at about 2:30 today. We Digital Productions, along with our partners, Leon, is 625. We've had 7 bowl games. This is bowl game number 8. Did some math. That means We Digital Productions has brought you, they'll have 9 football games for you over a 55-hour span. A crew of about 13 people over those 3 days. In the cold, wind, and snow. And there's the scores back from Monday. Bear Creek took down Chaminade in the Simcoe Bowl. The Northern Bowl, Assumption beats Hammerjold 21-4. Metro Bowl 22-7 as we're almost back. And the Western Bowl, South from London beat St. Mary's 33-0 as we're back. Last minute of play. Ball at the 21. St. Germain pumps once. End zone, double coverage. Ball floats. It's picked off on the far side. That ball floated up in the air. He's looking for room. Brings it back and dragged down at the 40-yard line. That's Ryan Krelk, the 6-foot defensive back, number 8, with a huge interception. As we see, watch this ball float. He's throwing kind of into the wind here. That wind is coming from the right, and the safety kind of comes over on the double coverage. So Dante Brown and Krelk with the coverage, and a huge interception, keeping St. Joe's off the board again. Now with 39 seconds, Dan Dominguez here with you from the Leuna 625 broadcast position. Still from the gun. There's movement. This could be a free play. No, they throw the flag. And they're pointing towards the defense, so they blew it dead. I'm sure the offense would have liked the free play. Bruce Carter with the call.
So head offside. Defense. Moving it up 5. First down, repeat it.
So they get a free 5 yards. Easy for me to say with a frozen face. The Frontenacs look to try and add to their 3-0 lead. Little throw near side. He's got a ton of room on the near side. Pass midfield. 50 to the 45. Still on his feet. Finally shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So Zakurski hits Stymus. So Stymus, you'll see him cut him across the middle, and no white jerseys anywhere. The Jags kind of lost him in coverage. And you'll see on the return, he comes across the Saints logo, and there's no white Jaguar jerseys anywhere. Bounces off one man and finally shoved out of bounds. So 29 seconds to go. Yasterbob finally pushed him out with a tackle. Zakrewski again from the gun. Near side, they have a screen. They do finally throw it, but he's going to get covered quickly. He does stiff arm one man and just pushed out of bounds for a short gain. Giovanni Tonga was one of the would-be tacklers. 21 seconds, and you can see that receiver on the near side set up shop early on the near side. Stymus again having a strong first half. Low scoring affair in these cold conditions early on a Wednesday morning here in Windsor, Ontario. Some morning football for you. Drops back, got a lot of time in the pocket, finally steps up and looks to run. He's got a defender there, gets pushed out right at the sticks. I think he's got enough for the first down with 14 seconds to go. So the Falcons have 2 timeouts on the big board. And Zakrewski doing well with his legs to get himself some good yardage and a first down. It's at the 25-yard line now. So from here, you're looking at about a 32-yarder. We have seen one field goal. Cameron Owen had a field goal earlier for this 3-0 lead. Far throw near side, and that's another gain of about maybe 8 yards, we'll call it. Is that Plater again? I think it is, 84. Plater's had a big first half. He had a couple of good throws down the seam early on in the first quarter. They lost track of him a couple times. You can see the tall receiver doing some damage for the Falcons. So we're down to 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Falcons looking to add to their 3-point lead. From the gun, looks like Plater on the far side. He's double coverage, finally pulls it down. The clock is ticking. Heading to the sidelines. He finally gets wrestled out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. 2.3 seconds to go. And we'll see what the coaching staff has for the Frontenacs. And it looks like it's going to bring the field goal unit on. Let's watch this again. He's going to look right off the bat. He had Plater over to his right, but he had two men on him. So smartly pulls it down and tries to run to the corner and chase down. That's number 12 on the tackle. That's Jack Grimes. So from the far hash mark, they're set up for the field goal. So he's going to be kicking this a bit on an angle. He's going to have the wind with him. That ball is up, and it is good. Bruce Carter gives a signal, and that's going to end it for the first half. So Dan Dominguez, we're going to be back with you in the second half. The Falcons have now taken a 6-0 lead against the St. Joseph Jaguars. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with you in the second half.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End-to-end over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
I'm Mark Hees, president of Canuck Stuff. I'm here with lead designer Freddie, who designed all these great OFSA designs. Hey, how do you get OFSA gear? Well, you go to the OFSA shop. There's the link above. You come to our store here at Canuck Stuff. We have an OFSA gear section. Come to one of our championships, and you get all this custom championship logo gear. And, hey, pay attention to our social media channels, where we'll be having a lot of contesting to get more gear.
Nice.
Come and join us.
Have an awesome day.
Hey everyone, it's a very special year for OFSA in 2023-2024. High schools, to mark our 75th anniversary, April 24th has been designated OFSA Day. It's not too late to apply for a $300 grant funded by the Ministry of Education. Use it towards mass participation in an activity in your school on the big day. Just visit ofsa.on.ca/programs/OFSA Day and apply today. Let's all participate to celebrate our milestone by getting all students moving this April.
When I was in high school, my team felt like a family. We were a family. We did everything together. It wasn't just drills and early practices. It was everything in between. We had so much fun, and it was our coaches who made it happen. Now I'm coaching, and I see myself in my team. They're learning, working hard, and building their own friendships, just like I did. That's why I coach.
I remember the tournaments, the championships, the ride to road games, when you forget you're a high school student for a while. But now I'm behind the bench, I'm picking up new things from my students. There's so much you can learn on the field that you simply can't learn in the classroom. I look at my students, the joy on their faces, and that's why I coach.
The friendships we formed, the character we built, that's what I remember. I don't want to be just that guy with the clipboard and whistle. I want to inspire my students, like my parents and coaches did for me. I still look up to them, and I want to be that positive force in my students' lives. That's why I coach. The friendships we formed, the character we built, that's what I remember.
My team felt like a family. We were a family. We did everything together. It wasn't just drills and early practices. It was everything in between.
I remember the tournaments, the championships, the ride to road games, when you forget you're a high school student for a while.
I don't want to be just that guy with the clipboard and whistle. I want to inspire my students, like my parents and coaches did for me.
There's so much you can learn on the field that you simply can't learn in the classroom.
We had so much fun, and it was our coaches who made it happen.
I still look up to them, and I want to be that positive force in my students' lives.
They're learning, working hard, and building their own friendships, just like I did. That's why I coach.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
And we are back here at Acumen Stadium, second half action. The National Capital Bowl. Dan Dominguez here, the Leona 625 broadcast area. It was a field goal affair. Tough fought first half. The Frontenac Falcons by a couple of field goals by Cameron Owen to take a 6-0 lead against the St. Joseph's Jaguars from Ottawa. The Frontenac Falcons are out of Kingston, Ontario. Frontenac won the EOSSAA championship. And the National Capital Secondary School Athletic Association champs, the St. Joe's Jaguars. They're led by Blaine Scatchert. Doug Johnston is the head coach of the Falcons. They're going to kick off right to left across your screen. High, short kick. That ball falls down. Caught at the 30 on a one hopper. Wrestled just past the 35-yard line. We're going to get things going there, about the 36. So it's a good first half, fast moving, only a couple of penalties. Quarterback Ashton St. Germain going to be back at quarterback for the Jags in the second half. They'll look to move down, unable to score in that first half. They were a high-scoring team, 38 points per game this season in their league and playoff play. Run near side, big hole. Near side just runs past the defender and finally pushed out of bounds. So that's Dada again with the run. And a big first down as the sunshine finally hits the field. Still mostly cloud cover here at the college. The wind is whipping. The flags are stiff in front of St. Clair College.
Gain of 22 on the play. It's 1st and 10 Jaguars.
Two receivers each side. Little wide receiver screen near side. Barrels through. Gets a gain of about 8. Kutara again. Patricio Kutara with the catch. So that's going to bring about 2nd and 2. 11-11 to go. So the Jags moving quickly. They trail by 6 early in the third quarter. Another run up the middle. Oh, wrapped up. And the ball's loose. Who's got it? And it's a turnover, a big fumble. You can see on the wrap-up, that ball got punched out. And it looks like 42. Looks like he might have come up with it. That's Jace Boschart. 64 also sprints off. That's Caleb Brown. And a huge hit just wraps him up and punches that ball out. And a big turnover. The Jags had been moving the ball down the field to start this third quarter. And their momentum stopped cold at the 44 as the Frontenacs take over on the big turnover. Zakruski now drops back near side. That's caught. First down. And he's finally gang tackled just before he reached the 50-yard line. Stymus again with the reception. Number 33, the 6-foot receiver. You can see the pocket protection, great pocket protection from the Falcons. Giving Zakruski all sorts of time to set up shop. Wook Dunleavy, one of the big bodies up front. So we have two receivers either side. Quarterback scrambles right side. A little bit of a high throw, but handled. Beats one man. Jukes past another. And going to have enough for a first down. A great catch and run. And that's Blake Buchanan with the catch and run. So that's Blake Buchanan on the catch, 32. There's two 32s on the roster. That should be Buchanan. The other 32 is McLaren, but he's listed as a linebacker. Quarterback drops back again. Another receiver far side, that's Plater. Plater had a big first half. He had 3 or 4 big catches in the first half. He's been the lead receiver in this game for either team. Pushed out of bounds by Giovanni Tonga. And you can see just a little short 2-3 step drop, just quickly out. And the ball throws hard to about the 30-yard line, and Plater is there. This time under center, looking for the sneak on second and short. He's got it. They're trying to wrestle that ball away, as they're going to need a turnover here to keep this a one-possession game, as we're at 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. The first down signal. Zakruski. We have one more game for you later on today. That's going to be a little bit later on this afternoon, 2:30. But We Digital Productions with Justin Prince on the final call of the OFSA Bowls. Zakruski back to throw, wide open down the middle, bobbled and dropped. I don't know if he was feeling footsteps a little bit there, Plater. He was crossing the middle. And you can see number 30 coming across looking for the hit. Demid Yastrabov, the safety. And we'll watch him coming across the middle, 84. So a good throw on the hands, but you can see 30 coming across the middle to disrupt. So might have heard some footsteps and had a little trouble securing that one. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Got one-on-one coverage, little throw to the outside. Looked like he might have had a knee down when he caught it. So he couldn't advance it after the knee was down with the ball. And that's going to bring up 3rd and short. Stymist again on the outside with the reception. You can see one-on-one coverage at the top of the screen. Timed well. Defender was there, but a nice throw and catch. Nice timing play by Zakruski and Stymist. So 1 yard to gain. Quarterback is under center. Kind of goes right tackle. He's got some blocker. That's enough for a first down. Still on his feet. And finally wrestled down. And you see in the background the Leona 625 logo, our presenting partners. If you want to train with the best, build with the best, that's Leona 625. As you see on the replay of that first down carry, the sneak by the quarterback. Under 7 to go here now in the third. Frontenac's with the ball, and they have a 6-point lead after that fumble, so they're going to try and score some points on the turnover. They got a receiver near side. He's got it. Big hit. Number 12, that's Jack Grimes, the linebacker, with a huge hit on the near side. And that's Blake Buchanan on the catch again. And this is also, you can see on the bottom of the screen, they're celebrating 75 years. OFSA. And this 2023 OFSA Bowl Series being brought to you here at the St. Clair College Stadium. Dan Dominguez from We Digital Productions, along with Leona 625. Zakruski from the gun. 2nd and 6. From the 9, they can still get a first down before the end zone. Throw near side. It's in for a touchdown. Jake Plater, with a touchdown. The 6'3" receiver. Plater's been the standout receiver for the Frontenac Falcons. And you'll see a beautiful little out pattern on the touchdown. They've had great timing, Zakruski and Plater. Plater has 5 or 6 receptions now in this one. They get the motion. You can see he's looking that the entire way. And he just slides in the second base to put up the 6 points, and it's now 12-0, the point after coming. Good snap, hold, and kick. And it's now a 13-0 lead. As we take a look at that play one more time, you can see Zakruski. He knows who he wants that entire time. He had one-on-one coverage. You can see the defender's a little bit late coming over. So 27 didn't have any help on the defense. As Patrice Tongo is trying to keep up with Plater, unable to do so. Plater slides into the end zone for a big touchdown. So they now have a 13-0 lead as they get ready to kick. There it's 31. He has a pair of field goals. Cameron Owen does, so he's going to kick this one off. He did have one blocked back in the first half. The Jags have had their moments. They've been able to move the ball from time to time, but when it came down to it, they've been unable to cash in. Key turnover there leading to that touchdown. Nice kick. Returner has to backpedal and finally scoops it up inside the 20. And great kick coverage. That's at the 26-yard line. The Falcons are able to keep him pinned back. That's Peltier again. Peltier just loses it off the fingertips. Those fingertips are cold, I'm sure. And that's good coverage. Thomas Boyd in on the tackle, number 76. The 5'9" defensive back, grade 12. So the Jags moving left to right. The gold helmets, gold pants. Quick hitter near side. It's Scott. He's got one blocker. Beats his man. Fights towards the first down marker. Going to be close. Might be a hair short of a first down. Kutera again with the reception. We've seen 3 or 4 catches from Kutera. You can see him shrug off 1 and 2 tacklers before he's brought down just short of the line to gain. Quarterback still under the gun on this 2nd and short. Now he rushes up under center for the sneak. Pushes forward. That'll be enough. Some of the big offensive linemen helping push the way for the Jags. That's 66. Kelland Rejasius. Looks like a Lithuanian name possibly. Another run handoff up the middle. Grabbed by the ankles and brought down after a gain of a few. So Kay with a short gain. Looked like 98 in on the tackle. That's Nicholas Jackson. A couple of the other big bodies up there. Caleb Brown, deep 6-foot defensive tackle. You see the signals coming in from the defensive coordinator of the Falcons. 2nd and 8 from the gun. Looking deep down the middle. It's not there. He pulls it down, and that one bounces off the receiver's hands. He wanted 9 on the right side from the slot, but he was covered. That was Auger. You might be able to see 9 in this as well. He might be already past the screen, but he had to pull it down. It would have been short of the first down regardless. So that's going to bring on the special teams unit with 3.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Punt team, kind of a ground ball. That's in trouble. He does get it off. He finds a lane to punt that away. So there's a flag. Could be a no yards. That's a great job by the punter to scoop up the ground ball from the long snapper and able to find a lane to kick that off. Good kick coverage. And we'll wait for referee Bruce Carter as Lucas Artichuk was one of the tacklers.
No yards. Kicking team moving it up 5 yards. First down.
So indeed, no yards. So Frontenac will set up shop. Looks like right on the 45-yard line. And you can see just getting that one off. As he got about a 3-hopper back from the long snapper. So had to field the ground ball and kick it out of harm's way. Lots of movement. The big fella's moving in motion right. And he looks right but cuts it back, and that's going to be a tackle for no gain. That's Rouleau on the run. But the big bodies for the Jags keeping themselves in. That's Ryan Cornell is in on it. Number 12, I think that's Grimes. It is Jack Grimes, the linebacker. But 2nd and 9. Looks like they gave him maybe half a yard. But they're going to need a 2-and-out to get the ball back. 4 receivers on the top side. Looking across the middle. He's got all sorts of time in the pocket. Now scrambles out, throws on the run. Beautiful catch near side. Dances down the sideline, shoved out of bounds by Grimes. Quarterback took a big hit, but was able to get that one away. That's Blake Buchanan on the catch. And a big first down for the Frontenac. The Frontenac Falcons, a big first down. The ball's now set at the 40-yard line. So the quarterback from the gun, 5-6 receivers. This time the quarterback's going to tuck it away, but he's going to get taken down for a sack. Ryan Cornell was the first man there. And looks like Javi Gallimore in to help out, number 40. So that's a big tackle for a loss on the sack. They lose 3. We're in the last minute and a half here in the third quarter. We're at Acumen Stadium on the beautiful campus of St. Clair College, a chilly campus of St. Clair College. They're our hosts here for the 2023 OFSA Bowl Series. This is the final day. Game number 8. Big 2nd and 13. Throws deep. Got a receiver. Goes up and grabs it. A beautiful catch on the near side. That's Plater again. Throws it perfectly up the Plater, and the tall receiver is able to go up and get it. And look at that perfect throw. Just jumps up and over 2 receivers, 2 defenders for a massive first down to keep possession as we're now in the final 30 seconds of the third quarter. So Zakruski, still the QB. From the gun, he's got a receiver wide open, far side. Toss it, little throw and battle for the ball. Who's got it? I think Plater had it. He does. He comes away with the ball. And having a terrific game is Jake Plater, the 6'3", 12th grade receiver. Watch this ball. It kind of hung up there for a little bit. But he was able to grab it, and he had to wrestle it away from a couple of defenders. 77, Hopkins, one of the DBs, as well as Grimes, the linebacker. Zakruski again. He's got one back with him. Lots of motion. Throw, he's wide open, end zone, touchdown. Easy pitch and catch. That's Stymus for the touchdown. And that extends it to now a 19-0 lead. So Stymus on the reception. And then now there's trying to put the 20th point up on the board. St. Joseph has been hanging tough, but unable to cash in when it's needed. And that offense for Frontenac has done a great job. The point after, booted through. by Cameron Owen. Owen's had a good game as well. He has 2 field goals to go along with a couple of point afters. And that's the end of the third quarter. So as we look at this touchdown, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with you for fourth quarter action.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
And we're back here at Acumen Stadium. We're going to kick off here to start the fourth quarter. Dan Dominguez along with you. We're going to bring you home on this one. The Frontenac Falcons have a 20-0 lead and a big boot all the way back to the 5-yard line. The Jags have to chase it down. And he's going to get wrestled down at the 15-yard line. So this is my final call on for the 2023 OFSA series, but be sure to check out everything We Digital. WeDigital.ca. Head over to our We Digital YouTube page and like and subscribe. You'll see all the action from various sports across Windsor and Essex County. We carry all the St. Clair games, high school football games throughout the month of November. We'll see car shows, Rotary auction we have coming up this weekend. The Windsor Rotary auction, a great cause. Check out the website for that. There'll be some great items to bid on Friday and Saturday. Get those early Christmas gifts. So they're going to need to move the ball now. A little trouble with the snap. Was it near side? He's got a receiver, but underthrown. And kind of off to the backside. So We Digital, our presenting partners, LiUNA 625, as we look at that replay again. We're up in the LiUNA 625 broadcast perch here in chilly Acumen Stadium. There's the LiUNA 625. You want to build with the best, train with the best. That's LiUNA 625. So St. Germain still in at QB. Throw across the middle. He's got a man trying to fight towards the first down. He does have enough. That's going to move the sticks. So that's a big first down. Gutera. He needed that one. They were backed up under the shadows of their own goalposts. And he hit him on the little quick slant. And you can see some of the big fellas there. 55 out kind of lead the way. St. Germain back. That's Ryan Horn, 55, the big O lineman, helping clear a path. Quarterback wasn't ready for the snap, but he does bring it down. He scrambles down near side. He's going to tuck it away and slides down just past the 30 before he takes the hit. So he dropped back, but as that pocket started to collapse, the speedy QB wisely pulled that ball in and got a decent gain. Looks like he gained 4 yards from the mark. So another big chance for St. Joe's. They got to move the sticks. They're trailing by 3 scores. Another pass near side. That's Gutera again. He battles and fights his way. A couple of Falcons come in for the tackle, but after the first down had been gained. So we'll look again on the replay. The throw near side. As the sun starts to poke up. That's Jacob Conrad, 29 at the end. They're starting to move a little quicker now here as the time is running out. Big throw near side. That ball hangs up. Oh, what a beautiful catch. Right into the basket catch. Just inside the 45, carries it inside the 40. And on the replay, it just kind of fell right into his lap, Gutera. So as the sun peeks through the clouds, again, moving quickly with only 9 minutes to go, as they're already heading back to the line. We'll see the replay here quickly. It just kind of went through the defender's hand right into the lap of the receiver. St. Germain back again. That one hangs up. Looks like a bit of a hold, and there's the flag. The receiver tried to cut the ball back out to the outside, but the defender held him. That was 85 was the intended receiver. That's Carter Surowitz. And Bruce Carter awaiting his call.
Pass interference. Defense. Spot foul. Up. First down.
So the pass interference is indeed the call. And you'll see on this play on the far side, as St. Germain goes back, the receiver starts, he's going to cut in. And then as he goes back outside, you can see the defender all over him. And that leads to the penalty. That was 35, Nicholas Stacy with the penalty. St. Germain, bad snap. He's got to go chase it down. He comes away with it, fires it up high, one-on-one. Oh, another beautiful catch for a first down. Great adjustment by Kutera on the play. So we've seen a couple of times in this third quarter the snap having a little bit of trouble. Great composure by the QB, St. Germain, and just heaves it up there, floats it over the defender. It just floats over 35 again as Stacy has trouble. This guy ends a wide open touchdown. So they're finally on the board. A huge touchdown. That's David Auger on the pass from St. Germain. So they'll line up for the point after. They're on the board. They trail 20-6 with 7:46 to go in the fourth quarter. They're actually going to they are setting up for the field goal, or the extra point, sorry. So it is a big extra point. Defense almost jumps. And it's up and good. So that's Liana Langiano. As we take another look at that wide open. Look at that. 5 yards away is the nearest defender for the Falcons. And then here's what we have coming up. This is game number 9. Justin Prince is going to bring you home at 2:30. St. Roch against Thomas A. Stewart at 2:30. Again, everything you see is going to be brought to you by WeDigital.ca. Check out our YouTube page or go to WeDigital.ca for any links. But we'll be right back here for the last game of the 2023 OFSA series, and it's the Eastern Bowl will be the final one of the 3 days that we've been here. It's been a cold. We finally see a little bit of blue sky for the first time today as trying to fight through the clouds. Cold and clear. That wind is still whipping. Double-digit wind chill. Negative double-digit. So see if they try anything here, trickery on. There might be, you can see a pooch kit. That's going to not reach. But did the defender touch it? It sails out of bounds. So it's kind of a little onside pooch kick. And the referees will come to talk about it, and we'll get the call from Bruce Carter in a moment. The offense for the Falcons making their way out with Doug Johnston, the head coach. Carter with the call coming up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Illegal kickoff. Taking the ball here. First down.
So the ball's on the 53. The Falcons. Quarterback Zakruski. This ball goes far side with the nice fake. He's got blockers out in front of him. Stymus. What a beautiful call. And we'll definitely take a look at that one. Stymus with a big gain. He had Zakruski leading the way, but Zakruski couldn't find anybody to block. There was nobody over there for the Jags. The handoff, a little end around. And finally, number 12, Grimes, chases it down, but not after the big gain and a first down. Just over 7 to go here in the fourth. So the Jags needed a 2-and-out. They did not get it. As now the Falcons looking to put this one away. That ball close to the turf. They call it a catch. Looks like he got his fingertips underneath the ball. And they're moving the sticks. It's a catch. We'll slow this down right on the catch. Yeah, he got those hands underneath it, so that's a nice catch. That's Struthers with the catch. So a big reception from Struthers, the 5'9" senior. 1st and 10 from the 16. The Falcons with a 13-point lead. Time in the pocket, then rolls out, gets a nice block. As one-on-one, it's kind of underthrown. Grimes is on the coverage. And it drops down incomplete. Kind of underthrew Stymus there on that one. You can see on the scramble, got a little shoulder block from his protection. 34, Rouleau is back. And just a little underthrown, but Grimes on the coverage. So that'll set up 2nd and 10 on the 16. I'm sure they'd like to get at least 3 on this series to get this up to a 3-score game again. Again, you're watching the OFSA Football and We Digital Productions, along with our presenting partners, Leona 625. Good snap. Hart throw towards the end zone. Got coverage. Goes up and catches it. Did he hang on? He did. A huge touchdown for the Falcons. Blake Buchanan with a huge catch in the end zone. A beautiful catch on the far side. And Buchanan will see after the point after a touchdown that might have put this game away as they look to put up the 27th point. A beautiful throw from Zakruski as well. Right on point. Leaves his feet. And the point after up and good. And we'll take a look at this one. Again, all day long. Lots of protection. 2 defenders in the area. Oh, you can't do it much better than that. So Blake Buchanan, the 5'10" wide receiver, grade 12 student, goes up and gets it, kind of contorts his body and protects it and secures the ball down to the turf for the touchdown. And I can see one of the buses coming in now for the next game. Rocking the Oshawa Generals team bus. That game, as you recall, starts at 2:30, so they're going to have lots of time. There's also a flag football game that they're going to be playing here at the college if you're around to come watch that. So they're going to kick off again. High kick, not a lot of distance on this one. Received at the 25, coming near. They need something big. Dances, cuts it back up the middle, brings it out to about the 38-yard line, and that's where the Jags are going to set up shop. 29 in on the tackle. So Peltier with the return. That was Jacob Conrad, the linebacker, 6'3", grade 10 on the special teams. So a nice tackle by the youngster Conrad. So they're going to have to move quickly here. They're down by 20 with only 5.5 to go. The cold, windy conditions here at Acumen Stadium. Saint Germain still at the helm. Quick throw near side. Hit right away, trying to bounce off and shoved out of bounds. A beautiful defensive job by Dante Brown, the 5'9 DB. We're in the final minutes of this National Capital Bowl. The Frontenac Falcons out of Kingston, Ontario, led by Doug Johnston. They lead 27-7 versus the Ottawa City champs, the St. Joseph Jaguars. Blaine Scatchert, their bench boss. Under 5 to go now. Quick throw out far side, got a receiver there. It's caught, and that's enough for a first down. That's Surowitz again with the reception. So moving quickly. You can see the bench. Falcons D sending in their plays. Quick throw near side, dangerous. Minimal gain, big hit on the play from the Falcons. And that's the kicker, Cameron Owen, also a DB. You gotta like the kicker getting his licks in. So he's got a couple of field goals, 3 extra points, and now a big hit on defense. Drop back, triple coverage, but it's caught. Enough for a first down. So St. Germain tosses it out to the far side. And they're able to get the first down. They're up to the line of scrimmage immediately with 3.5 to go. Down 3 scores. This time they hand off up the middle. He's got some room. He gains enough for the first down and more. Finally dragged down. There's a late flag. Data, we haven't seen much of him in the second half. As Bruce Carter gets his crew. That looks like a face mask on the defense. We'll get the official word.
And unnecessary roughness. Face mask. Up 15. First down.
So they get the big gain, but now they're going to add more with the face mask. And no, you can see it right there. As he gets ripped down on the face mask. Because that, I couldn't tell if that was 9 or 8. Probably number 8, Ryan Krelk, with the face mask. The Jags back to the line quickly with St. Germain. 2 receivers either side. Goes right side. Off the receiver's hands. It falls incomplete. Gutera couldn't come up with it. So he had his man over there, and he stopped and just bounced off the fingers on this cold, windy day. So they're going to have to get in the end zone quickly here if they want any hope in these last 3 minutes. Another snap looking right in the corner. Double coverage. That ball is picked off at the goal line and falls just out of the end zone. An interception. That should do it now for this one. Throws the ball up into a lot of coverage. And that's number 20, Dante Brown, with a big interception. And you'll see when he throws it up, there's 2 receivers, 2 defensive backs back there. And looks like 20 just stole it from his teammate. They'll have to discuss that interception. And that's the quarterback. That's Zakruski. He was there for the interception as well. But the defensive back wanted it more, so he gets the INT. But nonetheless, the Frontenac Falcons with a 20-point lead with under 3 minutes to go.
First and 10, Frontenac from the 20-yard line.
Wait for Bruce Carter to blow this in. And there's the 3-minute whistle. And Zakruski again, this time a keeper. Grimes there on the hit. And he's good gain of about 6 yards on first down. So we got one more big game for you at 2:30 today. That'll be our 9th and final bowl game. So we look at the replay on the run. So at 2:30 we have one more bowl game. Justin Prince will bring us home. On the final call on We Digital Productions. Another run on the far side. That's enough first down. That'll keep the clock moving. Remember to check out our WeDigital.ca website as well as our YouTube page, We Digital YouTube page, where you see all sorts of sports and other events across Windsor and Essex County. The Windsor Rotary Auction coming up Friday and Saturday. Check out WeDigital.ca for any information. Another handoff far side. Dragged down after about a gain of 5 yards. It looks like a timeout for the defense. And they're trying to get a 2 and out on this one to try and get the ball back. That's Rouleau. And there's the Tuesday scores we haven't shown you yet. The Independent Bowl, as they have a timeout. Herman beat up on St. Mike's, 35-0. And then Huron Heights in a huge 1-2 matchup in Ontario, 37-2 against Corpus Christi. Not really a ball game in that one, the Golden Horseshoe Bowl. It was finished up with the Central Bowl. It was a great game last night. A.N. Meyer from Niagara Falls and Ursuline College, 38-21. A.N. Meyer took it. Ursuline out of Chatham, Ontario. They have a good young team, so I expect to see them hopefully back here again next year at the 2024 OFSA Bowl Series, which we will be a part of here at We Digital. Under 2 minutes to go. Quarterback looks to throw, goes deep, one-on-one coverage, a far side. That ball is intercepted back at the 30-yard line. So they try and go deep on the far side. But a big interception to get the Jags the ball back. And you can see him a little bit of a pump. Zakruski tried to throw it. So Tanga with a big INT to get their team the ball back. There's Tanga heading off to the sidelines. And there's some of the big bodies, number 66 for the Falcons. That's Isaac Asseltine on the D-line. Looks like a big defensive tackle. Rama Carlian next to him. Some movement on the line. No flag. Throws it near side. 2 defenders there immediately and drilled to the turf. So that's Cameron Owen, one of the defenders there on the tackle. And that's Stacy with a big hit. Jags trying to move quickly. Kind of same throw on the outside. Juggled, still juggled. And drops out of bounds. So that's an incomplete pass. Intended receiver was Auger. Heavy winds now here at Acumen Stadium. Minute and a half to go. We have a whistle now. I don't know if we have a timeout coming from the far side. The referee's all sprinting to the middle of the field. And there is a flag on the near side. The referee crew led by Bruce Carter discussing the call.
Offside on the defense. Moving it up 5 yards. First down.
So an offside is going to move the ball up a little bit for the Jags. 97 seconds to go in this one. The Frontenac Falcons lead 27-7. They're out of Kingston, Ontario. They're the Eastern Ontario champs. And right now they're ahead of the Ottawa champs, St. Joseph's Jaguars, led by Blaine Scatchard. Quick hitter on the far side, caught. The receiver falls to the turf. Kutera. Minute and a half to go. Quick snap. Again, looking near side. Kutera again, getting lots of catches. Well, it is a first down. So you can see these little outs. They're not getting it. I'm sure Frontenac Falcons will give them those little quick hitters all day long. 20-point lead. Still down 3 scores. Not a lot of time to go. Gonna look downfield eventually. Triple coverage. That ball gets knocked away. Lots of Falcon defenders over there. You can see St. Germain looking right. Once that pass is there, look at that, surrounded by up to 4 defenders, and it gets knocked away on the incompletion. So after the incompletion, they're going to huddle up. St. Germain gets the sign as he joins the huddle. We're high atop the Leuna 625 broadcast position. Dan Dominguez with the We Digital team, bringing you this coverage from the 2023 OFSA Bowl Series. The final seconds of the National Capital Bowl. Little wobbler up the middle, falls to the turf. That might have slid out of the quarterback's hands a little bit. And once there's no spiral on it, that wind's just going to do tricks with it. So 3rd and 10, this could be the last chance for St. Joe's to get anything going late in this one. They need 10 yards. St. Germain rubbing those hands to try and keep them warm to get a grip for this next throw. Plenty of time in the pocket across the middle. That's caught for a first down as the receiver slides in to keep this one going. Kieran Ballinger with a nice sliding catch. The grade 12 receiver keeps the offense on the field. He slides right past the St. Clair Saints logo on the middle of the field. They move the ball back a yard on the slide. Still had enough for the first down. Ball's on the 47. St. Germain back. He's got time. He's got a receiver near side. Kuchar's got a lot of room. Barrels through one man. Fights through 3 guys and won't go down, but they finally stop forward progress. So another first down, and that's another timeout called on the far side. So we have a timeout after we look at this reception by Kutera again. Patricio Kutera, plenty of receptions. He's probably getting close to double-digit receptions. So we have a timeout. We got one more game for you at 2:30 today. And there it is, the Eastern Bowl, the last game of the 2023 OFSA Football Bowls here in Windsor, Ontario. St. Roch takes on Thomas A. Stewart for that bowl game. That's the Eastern Bowl. As always, here at Acumen Stadium, St. Clair College, Windsor, Ontario. And check out WeDigital.ca. We'll have all the action for you. Hit up our YouTube page, subscribe. You can check out all the events that we cover across Windsor, Essex. Car shows, Rotary auction coming up this weekend. Football, every sport St. Clair College puts out there, we cover it. St. Germain again. Time in the pocket, a little floater far. It's caught. Dances by one man, stiff arm, still going. Past the 20, 15, finally shoved out about inside the 15-yard line. 33 seconds to go. A nice catch and run. Number 9, okay. So we're in a 20-point game here. As we're in the final moments of this one. 33.7. And you see our partners in the background, Leona 625, helping us bring you this game on We Digital Productions. Saint Germain. Procedure call. And Bruce Carter, hopefully the last time we hear from him today.
Got the procedure. Offense, backing it up 5. First down, repeat it.
So that's going to back up the offense on the procedure call. We're in the final 31 seconds here of the National Capital Bowl. St. Joe's trying to get one more score for the season. Some of these guys playing their last game, looking for room. Throws up a prayer. Tipped once and intercepted in the end zone. Going to try and race it out. Unable to do so, but that's going to do it. So an interception by the Falcons. And you can see looking for somewhere to go with it. And it eventually just throws up a prayer. Lots of jerseys from both sides there. A couple of tips and an interception. That's safety Josh Parslow, the grade 11 student with the INT to seal this one. As they're going to go the best formation of all of football, the victory formation. They're going to kneel down one more time on this. And this one will be the books. So the clock ticks to 0 as we await the final snap. And the Falcons take the lead. So head coach Doug Johnson has a victory. The Frontenac Falcons are the winners of the National Capital Bowl. They defeat the St. Joseph Jaguars 27-7. You're watching We Digital Productions. My name is Dan Dominguez. I'm going to head over to the camera for the next game at 2:30. I want to thank you for joining us, but we're going to go and get warm. Until then, we'll see you at 2:30 for that final bowl game here on We Digital Productions.